Hi everyone, it's me. So today I'm talking about bad days. Everyone has them. Everyone has a bad day. Every so often some have prolonged bad days. You have to be a very unlucky person to have a prolonged bad day. The reason behind this video is that yesterday myself and my housemates all had a particularly bad day. We were all kind of in the house the majority of the day. I had the day off, luckily. One of my housemates wasn't in till late and the other one wasn't in till 3. So we were kind of just sat around the house, and it's my housemate's birthdays coming up on Monday, and I wanted to make them cakes for their birthdays. They look very yummy. I'm quite proud. However, the chocolate cake that I made for one of my housemates, first time I made it, the cake was really crumbly, and I went to decorate it on yesterday and the cake just kind of fell apart. I was looking at it like, I can't serve her this cake. It's like the whole of the top cake would crumble. I would not last on the British Bake Off. I honestly would not last. I don't think I could do it. Really don't. I don't think my skill's up to it. Because of that, I got really annoyed with it. So I chopped it all up and shoved it into a plastic box and started again. However, I didn't have enough butter. And luckily we have a house that's not too far, we have a shop that's not too far away from where we're living. So it wasn't too bad. But that's like the 4th packet of butter we went through this week. Like unsalted butter, like 250 grams. There was a lot of butter in this one cake. I have not seen a cake that has this much butter in before. It's crazy. However, I made the cake and everything turned out fine. It actually looks quite good now. You can eat it. I washed everything up and I put it on the side. My housemate was doing some washing and our washing machine vibrates a lot. So in that happening, my mixing bowl that, thank goodness I didn't spend a lot of money on, it was only like £1 from IKEA, but it was shaking so much and so violently that it fell onto the floor and smashed into hundreds of tiny pieces. I haven't seen anything like it, honestly. There was glass everywhere. And my house, we don't actually own a dustpan and brush or a broom. So I think in the end we managed to kind of scoop up most of it onto a newspaper, but then did have to go out again to actually get a broom and a dustpan and brush, because otherwise we would have ended up with glass in our feet. Actually, I did end up with glass in one of my feet. I managed to get it out, obviously, before it could do much damage, but I did get stabbed in my own kitchen. Always good. Later I was upstairs. I was doing some uni work, I was doing some reading, and you'll probably see I have pen on my hand. And that is because there is a pen in my pen pot. I shall find my pen pot. This pen pot somewhere, there is a pen that has exploded and has gone everywhere. Well, that has gone all over the pens inside. Excuse this, no white one. See, look at that. I've got even more ink on my hand. However, because of this, I think it came from this. Are you the culprit? Maybe. I will probably find out eventually. However, because of that, I ended up rubbing pen all over my face. I mean, it wasn't too bad because I wasn't leaving the house. However, I did get it all over my mouth because I tend to bite pens, which is a really bad habit and I really should stop doing it. But because of that, I got pen all over my, oh my god, I'm gonna end up with pen all everywhere now. Great. We were watching American Horror Story and one of my housemates, she went out because we have a dryer in our garage. And so when we have to do washing, we have to go outside to put it in the dryer, but we have steps to come outside the house, and she fell down the stairs. She came back in, she's got like scabs all over her hands and on her knees. I felt so bad. It was horrible. She looked so shaken up as well, and I think she said that she put her back out, and she woke up today and her back is fine, just so you know. But oh god, it was a horrible day for everyone involved in my house. Everyone had at least something that happened to them that resulted in a bad day. Other than maybe, yeah, other than one of my housemates, but I think that's because she was out most of the day. She did, however, a few days before that accidentally lock herself in our garage. So you could say it was like a bit of both there. However, I also wanted to say about like coping with bad days or bad weeks or just any kind of like negativity, what kind of things that you should kind of do to kind of combat it. One thing that I suggest is just to breathe. So if something bad happens, don't go flying off the wall, don't go shouting, just take a minute, sit down, breathe, and think it through. Think of what had happened and like figure it out in your own head. Maybe guilt that you were feeling isn't what you need to feel at the time, or just kind of caring about what has just happened, but not letting it get under your skin, if that makes sense. So not giving a reaction, or if someone's being horrible to you, the best thing that you can do is just to not give a reaction at all, to just suck the fun from it, because that is the reason why they're doing it in the first place, is because it's fun and they're getting a reaction and it's funny. So if you stop giving that reaction, then you're stopping the fun, and therefore they'll move on to something else, as well as talking to someone. Talking to someone I find really helps when you're having a bad day. Myself and one of my housemates, because we lived together last year, we quite regularly go into each other's rooms and have a bit of a rant about something that's happened to us during the day that has really annoyed us, and we just need to get it off of our chests, which is amazing. I think everyone should have a person that they can go to and talk to about just anything, and they will listen and they will understand and they'll help you through that problem. So if you do have a problem, then they can kind of help you combat it as well. Listening to other people and other people's perspective of things can really change the way you think of something. Another thing that I found quite difficult is not to take it out on the people that are closest to you. So it may be a parent, it may be a sibling, or a really close friend. Don't take it out on them. It's just a way of not spreading the negativity. So if something bad has happened to you during the day, like say you're at work, I work in a shop, and a customer is horrible to you, but don't let it get you down. They may be having a really, really rubbish day themselves, and so don't let their negative mood affect yours, because then it would just make you upset, and you don't have time to be upset anymore. For ways to cope with bad days or just bad times is there will always be tomorrow. I know that's really kind of horrible and kind of cheesy and may not apply to some people, which is a horrible, horrible thing to think about. But ultimately, if you are a healthy person and you're just having a bad day, then there is always tomorrow, and you need to make tomorrow the best tomorrow that you possibly can. If there is something that you really want to do that is going on tomorrow and you're not busy, go and do it, because you will probably find that you're having the best time by doing something that you love. I guess all I'm trying to say is that if you are having a bad day or having a bad time, then carry on going, and then there will be a day where it's not so bad anymore, that you'll look back on it and think, actually it wasn't as bad as I thought at the time, and the things that you were so worked up about might not actually mean as much to you anymore. And to carry on that way, to just kind of live and do whatever you want. Don't worry about judgment or what your friends or family might say about something. If you want to do something, or you are the way you are, then they will accept you for that. We're in 2015 and it is so accepting of everything. We are so accepting as a generation of everything, that is a very, very humbling and beautiful thing. That these bad days or bad opinions or bad emotions, yeah, they'll suck at the time, and there are some ways in which you can combat that immediately, but ultimately that it will be better tomorrow. Unfortunately, for some people it's not better tomorrow, but for the majority of the population it is better. And slowly it will get better. Your life will get better. That's all I can say. This has gone pretty deep. I wasn't expecting it to. I have been watching the Stand Up for Cancer on YouTube, Stand Up for Cancer, today. It's probably why. It's probably why I've gotten very deep and very emotional all of a sudden. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, then go ahead, give it a like or subscribe or comment, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.